everyone. This video is designed to give you some information about the International Baccalaureate Diploma Programme at the International School of Stavanger. So first of all, I just want to mention that the IB Diploma is taken by over 95% of ISS students, but there are other possibilities. The students, if they don't want to take the full IB Diploma Programme, can take individual subjects or courses within the IB DP and take examinations in those. Or of course we also have our ISS High School Diploma, which is an option for students who don't want to take something within the IB Diploma Programme. But most students take the full IB Diploma Programme and they get the ISS High School Diploma as well. So the IB mission statement fits very well with our mission statement here at ISS. Very simply, the IB is aiming to build a better world through education. And it's really important that we think about how we work with our students to try to get them to be able to participate as citizens in the world in the future, and also it's a good academic programme. One has to say that that's also very, very important within the IB. The IB tries to make its mission statement real, if you like, through the IB Learner Profile. And the IB Learner Profile lists 10 attributes which IB students should show, and they vary from being inquirers, which is pretty obvious that we want our students to do some inquiry learning. Knowledgeable thinkers, yes, of course. One of the ones that sometimes the parents respond to is that the IB Learner Profile includes risk-taking. Now that doesn't mean sort of leaping out of a plane with a parachute. I'm a risk taker right now in that I am stepping outside of my comfort zone to make this video for you. So it's doing things which just push yourself a little bit more. Don't take the easy route. So we want our students to be compassionate, lifelong learners who really know how to push themselves and develop. Now, from a practical point of view, we need to think about what the IB Diploma Programme curriculum looks like. And students study 6 subjects altogether. Typically 3 are at higher level, which is about 240 hours of teaching over the 2 years, and 3 subjects at standard level, which is 150 teaching hours over 2 years. And in addition to that, there are core components which are really at the heart of the IB Diploma Programme, and that's theory of knowledge, TOK, the extended essay, and CAS, creativity, activity, service. And I'll talk a little bit more about those in a few minutes. But at the centre of the programme is the IB Learner Profile and the idea of the students developing as individuals. It's not just an academic programme with subjects to study. It's much more than that. So at ISS, we offer a variety of subjects that the students can choose from. I think we offer quite a broad variety of subjects considering the size of the school. So in Group 1, everybody studies English of one sort or another. So we have a choice of English literature or English language and literature. And obviously the English literature course focuses pretty well entirely on different types of literature, whereas the language and literature takes a slightly broader look and includes things like media studies, advertising, etc. And those can be all taken at higher level or standard level. Students also take a second language, and it can be another first language, and we offer Norwegian A, Norwegian First Language, and that's a language and literature programme again. Or we can offer Norwegian B if that's appropriate. Norwegian B is Norwegian as an acquired language, and we offer higher level and standard level there. There's also French B, French as an acquired language. There's Spanish B, Spanish as an acquired language if students have experience of that. We also have students who would like to take a second first language that we don't offer. And that can be done through the school-supported self-taught programme. And that's a literature study of the student's own language. It's supported by the school, but fairly obviously we don't actually teach in that particular language. So an English teacher supports the students in their programme, helps them choose appropriate works, etc., and helps them with the techniques of essay writing and literary analysis and so on. And we always have typically 4 to 6 students who are taking their own language. For the students who none of those options work, then we also have the option of students following a beginner's course, an ab initio course in French or Spanish through the Pomoja online learning environment, which is recognised by the IB and is a very good option for some of our students. And we help the students to keep organised, but all their teaching is online with a class, with a teacher, but it's online rather than face-to-face. Group 3 is the social studies, and we currently offer geography and history, psychology and global politics. And those subjects, they can all be taken from the beginning. You don't have to have any particular experience to take any of those subjects, although very often students who've enjoyed history or geography further down the school will wish to continue with it, or you can try something completely new, global politics, psychology, and find out a little bit more about those subjects. In Group 4, the sciences, we currently have the traditional sciences of biology, chemistry, physics, and also a very interesting option, environmental systems and societies, ESS, which is a combination of science and social studies to a certain extent. It's cross-curricular. In Group 5, the mathematics, everybody must take a mathematics course at the IB level, and we have the option of what we call analysis or applications. And the analysis course is available at higher level or standard level, sometimes called AA, very confusing that. And we also have applications or AI at standard level. So the analysis is for people who are perhaps going on more scientific route, whereas the applications is better for students who are more interested in social studies or humanities or the arts. And then in Group 6, the arts and the technology subjects, we have visual arts and we have design technology. Now, some students will want to specialise a little bit more, say in the sciences or the humanities, and so the way the schedule is set up, students can take an extra science or an extra social studies instead of an arts or technology subject. But obviously that all depends on scheduling from year to year. So we have to have a look at student numbers and the schedule and see what works best for our students. And most of the subjects are available at higher level or standard level. Again, if the students don't really find what they need in our options, perhaps in the social studies, then we do have the option again of working with Pomoja. This year we currently have students doing economics and we have students doing digital societies. So there are other options available through Pomoja. Again, online teaching in a class with a teacher, but it's all online. Now, one of the things I just want to mention is the Norwegian language requirements. If students are heading off to Norwegian universities, it's really important to make sure that students have a good level of Norwegian, and currently they're required to have either Norwegian A, and that can be higher level or standard level, or Norwegian B, higher level. There are other ways of getting Norwegian competency, for example the so-called Bergen's test, but it's nice to have it in your IB diploma programme if you're thinking of going on to Norwegian universities. So let's have a look at those core components. The extended essay, a 4,000 word personal project that students choose in the spring of 11th grade of the IB1, and they are able to follow their interest. It has to be within an IB subject, so it's not totally open, but they can choose to study something which they are interested in and do personal research, basically. It's called the extended essay. I hate that term because it's really an individual research project. It's not really an essay, particularly in some subjects. The essay term is a bit strange, but it really helps students learn how to do independent research, the sort of research they're going to have to do when they go on to university. And it's always nice when students come back from their first year of university and say they were so well prepared for university study because of their extended essay. They learn how to do research, they learn how to write in a formal way, how to do citations, references, etc. It's a fantastic opportunity for all our IBDP students. CAS, Creativity Activity Service. This is trying to get students out of the classroom and doing things which are either creative or physically active, sports, or providing some form of community service. And we have lots and lots of clubs available that the students can use for these different components, these different experiences. Creativity, sometimes students use, for example, choir, band, yearbook, but they can also do other aspects of creativity, whether it's at home, individually, outside in the community, or here at ISS. Activity, it has to be physical activity, so sports of some sort. Again, it can be outside of school, inside of school. One of the sports teams that we have at school could be a good activity that students can choose. And service, we have a number of service groups that run at lunchtimes. Every lunchtime there's a service group running pretty well, and students can join one of those, or they can do service outside of the school. But inside the school, for example, they can choose to be part of the Red Cross International group, the Cameroon Service Project, the Climate Change Group, ACT, 50/50, looking at gender equity, Kindness Club, they can be part of the Student Council for student government. There are all sorts of ways in which students can be involved in service activities. TOK, Theory of Knowledge. Theory of knowledge is one of those subjects that's very difficult to explain. It really answers one question. How do we know that? How do we know something? We look at different subject areas, different areas of knowledge. Students look at their own personal knowledge and how they've achieved that. We look at things like bias. We look at how we can be manipulated, how we can deal with fake news, how we can cope with different perspectives that people have, and how we can understand how that leads to different types of knowledge. There's a lot of discussion. Students get a chance to explore all sorts of different aspects, and the TOK does not have an exam at the end, but the students do an exhibition, which is a wonderful opportunity to share what they've been exploring with their colleagues and with their teachers, and also a very formal essay, which again is great experience, great practice for the times ahead at university. Now, the IB Diploma Programme is of course very, very well recognised by universities all around the world. Some universities have very specific requirements with the IBDP, and in some countries there is a conversion table of IBDP points to the local points. For example, Norwegian universities, they have an entrance requirement through Samordna Opptak, and there is a conversion table between the IBDP and Norwegian points. If students are applying to the UK through UCAS, then many British universities have specific requirements for the IB, and you can find those online. If you're interested in the United States, then very often you can get class credit for your IB subjects. So it's a very well respected all around the world. And our students head off all around the world. We have students going to the UK, that's a popular destination, but also the US, Canada, Australia, various European countries, and of course Norway as well. So our students are very well prepared for university study or for whatever else they want to do in the future, moving into the world of work. And we consider that the IBDP is the absolute best program that we can offer our students in their last 2 years of high school. So I hope that gave you an overview of what we do here at ISS in terms of the IBDP, the International Baccalaureate Diploma Program. And if you would like to contact me, then please get in touch with me by email at the school, and I hope that you do get in touch, and maybe we will see you again soon. So thank you and goodbye for now.